Oprah Winfrey, the richest self-made woman in America and the famous host of The Oprah Winfrey Show. How did Oprah Winfrey get rich? We'll answer that in today's episode.
My name is Dan Henry, and when I was 16 years old, I decided that I wanted to be rich. So I studied as many wealthy entrepreneurs as I could and used what I learned to create my own successful business. The purpose of this channel is to share my research with the world and show you how they got rich.
Without a doubt, one of the most influential women of the last 50 years, Oprah Winfrey has evolved into a true American icon thanks to 25 years of The Oprah Winfrey Show, decades in movies, and being an example to philanthropists worldwide. Who could have imagined in 1976 that a young black female weekend features television reporter would go on to amass a net worth of just south of $3 billion? The road to riches was paved with hardship. Orpah Gail Winfrey was born to a single teenage mother in rural Mississippi in 1954. Shortly after her birth, her name was changed to Oprah, and she was left to be raised by her grandmother. When she was barely out of diapers, Oprah showed signs of her brilliance. She learned how to read at 2.5 years old, and then had her first public speaking debut to her church congregation. A couple of years later, she managed to convince the kindergarten teacher that she needed to go straight to first grade. And then, Winfrey skipped second grade and moved straight to third. Before her 7th birthday, little Oprah Winfrey was going places. Unfortunately, the next place she would go was to the ghettos of Milwaukee with her mother. By the time she was 12, her mom sent her to live with her dad Vernon in Nashville, Tennessee, where she would discover her innate love to talk for a living. Once again, her mother swooped in and took Oprah from her comfortable life, only to turn around and send her back to her father in Tennessee. During all of this bouncing back and forth, her young body became a haven for sexual abuse. Eventually, she would find herself pregnant by one of those abusers, endure pregnancy, birth, and the death of her first and only child. Winfrey would tell you that she owes her life to her father. To say that Vernon was strict is a bit of an understatement. The incredible structure he maintained for his daughter required weekly book reports and daily vocabulary requirements. Oprah excelled in her studies, joined the drama club, debate club, and student council. She was awarded a full scholarship to Tennessee State University following an Elks Club speaking contest. The very next year, she paid a visit to the White House for its Conference on Youth. The stage has never been a stranger to Oprah. While attending TSU, she became Miss Black Nashville and Miss Tennessee. As a sophomore, each evening you could find her on WTVF TV as Nashville's first African-American female co-anchor of the evening news. She was 19. Her prowess as a co-anchor soon led to a new role on another morning talk show, People Are Talking, the show that became hugely popular and garnered quite the following in Nashville. Winfrey's intimate conversational style and her casual way lent itself to a more open and insightful experience for her guests, and her viewers. As the ratings climbed over the next 3 years, Oprah began to receive some well-earned recognition. In the mid-1980s, Oprah was offered and accepted a spot as the host of the morning talk show AM Chicago. She headed north and found herself at the top of the ratings list within the year. Encouraged by her amazing success, she took the suggestion from friends to license her own television show. So at 32, Oprah Winfrey became the first black nationally syndicated television host. Soon after, Quincy Jones took notice of her presence on camera and cast her in a role that would once again change her life. That gripping portrayal of Sophia in The Color Purple won her a nomination for Best Supporting Actress and inspired Oprah to start her own production company, Harpo Inc. Her company would be responsible for 12 television shows, 6 feature films, and 7 telefilms. By the 1990s, The Oprah Winfrey Show had become a national hit. Winfrey made a conscious decision to favor the relevant rather than the seemingly sensational. Her shows began to deal with hot-button issues like racism, child abuse, and gender equality. Within a few years, viewership was at an all-time high. The show had won several Emmys, and Winfrey had amassed a fortune of over $300 million. In 1996, Winfrey put those book report days to good use and made it her mission to get the country reading. So she started Oprah's Book Club. That decision changed the face of marketing for books. One word from Oprah, and people were flocking to the stores for her title suggestions. She single-handedly turned unheard-of books into bestsellers. Oprah's success continued as she expanded her TV empire, co-produced a Broadway musical version of The Color Purple, and started a 24-hour radio segment on XM Satellite Radio, as well as her own TV network, OWN, Oprah Winfrey Network. As the 2010 drew to a close, Winfrey transitioned from her television host role into a new position of service. It was the first step on her path to become a billionaire. Oprah Winfrey spent many years on her show helping others share their stories of life's woes, its tribulations, its victories. Those years were a precursor to the philanthropic work she does today. As an outspoken advocate for Black, Indigenous people of color and women's and children's rights, Winfrey has intentions to play a larger, less glamorous role out of the spotlight and away from corporate America. Awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2013 by President Barack Obama, there were murmurings of an entrance into politics. An especially politically charged acceptance speech at the 2018 Golden Globe Awards, where she was awarded the Cecil B. DeMille Lifetime Achievement Award, gave further credit to those rumors. To date, no hat of Oprah's has hit the ring. We may never know her political intentions, but we do know that Oprah Winfrey listened to life stories and had personally lived many of those same stories herself, so she was finely attuned with the everyday struggles of the man on the street. And while Oprah saw herself as one of the people, she was far from ordinary. She made a career out of crafting her image in the public eye. It's something she did with purpose and consistency. If Oprah wants the public to know something about her life, she controls the narrative. It's that impeccable control that helped her gain incredible wealth. Winfrey went from literal dirt-poor beginnings to multi-millionaire status at 32, to a net worth of $800 million in 2000, and eventually being thought of as the richest African American of the 20th century. In fact, her business acumen is so incredible that the University of Illinois once had a course titled History 298, Oprah Winfrey, the Tycoon. Our life's direction turns on single, simple decisions. Oprah Winfrey's decision to pivot from sensationalism to positivity worked well for her professionally, and in turn, financially. The richest self-made woman in America is not too heavy a crown to bear. Oprah Gayle Winfrey is quite literally the embodiment of a rags to riches story. As a child, her dresses were made from actual potato sacks, yet she never used poverty as an excuse. Instead, she let it fuel the fire within her to succeed. She would use that success as a platform for giving to others and giving their stories a voice. Oprah had a dream as a young girl to be rich and famous, and she's living it out. She says, the biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams.
Hey, Dan Henry here, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of How They Got Rich. I created this channel because these men and women inspired me to quit my job years ago as a pizza boy and pursue entrepreneurship, which eventually led me to become a multi-millionaire. If you'd like to know more about that, you can follow me on my main YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dan Henry. But before you go, I'd like to remind you why the people on this channel are successful, as well as myself. It's because they've mastered three main areas of their life: business, productivity, and mindset. And that's why I've made it my life's work to help others in those three key areas. So here are 3 ways I can help you right now. If you own a business and you're looking to grow it, you can head over to getclients.com and learn how we built a $20 million business, as well as learn how these strategies can apply to your business. You'll find a collection of free trainings, podcasts, and blog posts on that website to help you grow your business. As well, you can grab a free copy of my book, Digital Millionaire Secrets, which is a Wall Street Journal and USA Today bestseller. You can find that on getclients.com. Number 2, you can head over to plantomorrow.com and check out the Plan Tomorrow Daily Planner. This is a planner I personally designed to make myself more productive and get things done. Because the truth is, if you want to do big things, you have to get things done. And I know this planner will help change your life like it's changed mine. For a limited time, it also comes with a free productivity class taught by me, so head over there right now and grab yourself a copy. And finally, number 3, if you're struggling with mindset, confidence, motivation, imposter syndrome, or you're just looking to develop a rock-solid mindset so you can achieve more in life, then I want you to head over to howtothink.com, where we have daily mindset mentoring on how to achieve anything in life by changing the way you think. So grab a copy of your Plan Tomorrow Daily Planner now. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.